Good evening, everybody. I have got a voice now. I get a little bit concerned that when that start was playing, I get an error message coming up on Windows telling me that the USB device I just connected has malfunctioned. So I'm frantically thinking, what has stopped working? But at the moment, I've got a microphone. It wasn't the problem a minute ago. I just had it on mute. And the camera's working. So I guess we're okay to start tonight. So how the devil is everybody on this Thursday night? It's really stormy out there. What's it like in Grantham, Christian?
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
You know, that's probably where we should jump into it tonight with. So without further ado, it's been bad. It is windy. The rock is moving. It is raining. It is cold. It is horrible. It's just really nasty out here tonight. Oh my God. Really nasty. Now, you know what? I've lived in this house since 2011, 12 years now. And I've just noticed the design flaw on this house, which I'd never noticed before, that I have like do they call them gable roofs like this at the top of my house? So water can run down this side and water can run down this side. And I've got guttering going either side. Have I got pipes coming from that guttering? Nope. 12 years. Never noticed that. So all that's happening is the gutters are filling up and they're just overflowing onto the roof, going down to the gutter which has got a pipe. I've never noticed that before. So that's a job I need fixing. And I moved into this house brand new. So I'm surprised that wasn't picked up on the snagging. But there you go. I shouldn't be blurry. I'm at 6,000 kilobits per second and I've dropped no frames. So refresh Paul. Hopefully everything's going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to get through it. If I'm blurry tonight, it's because I'm drinking rum. And if you're not blurry to me, then the rum is having an effect on you. And it's making you see me blurry. But once again, that's the cherry rum. I'm absolutely loving that tonight. Once again, hello, Bergdis. Why did I just highlight that message? Once again, I've got this thing where I go through my little monologue at the start to let you know what's happening. Now, I was meant to be doing the alien build tomorrow. Now, I've already taken all the magnets out and put them in so they're all ready to go. But time got ahead of me. So I've already created tomorrow's video, which is the Enterprise. That's why I've done 2 Enterprise videos in the row. So issue 5 is going to be on the channel tomorrow. Only on account that I've got to leave really early tomorrow to pick my kids up, because I'm taking Mrs. Welder Wayne's embroidery machine to a brother repair agent. And the nearest one happens to be near Basildon. So I've got to drive 110 miles from here to take it to this service centre, and hopefully they can fix it. It's jammed up, no idea what's happened. So other than that, though, as far as Fan Home and D'Agostini collectibles are concerned, the only thing I've got left here to do of those is the GT40, the Ford. I'm on top on the Valentino Rossi. I've still got 4 stages of that. Other than that, everything else is Agora models. So I'm going to click this on here, and if anyone's from Agora Models watching, we're having an Agora Models week next week. So that's going to involve things like the Alien build, Titanic, the LaFerrari. There's going to be one day where we're not doing an Agora Models build, and that's because of the beast that you can't see just there. It's the only place I could put it, which is the Poca Lamborghini Aventador. It's looking lovely. It's really heavy. It actually came with a display case as well, which I've had to store in the house. Mrs. Welder Wayne, I'm telling you, she's just looking at me shaking her head now because there's no room for anything anywhere. So we can't put anything anywhere. You will notice in chat, a lot of people now have got little badges by their name, and you'll notice emotes are going up on the screen. So you've got a Picard, Spock. I've even created my head as an emote, a slice of pizza and stuff like that. That's because a lot of people now started to join the YouTube channel members. So when you join the members, you get to see the Patreon videos because they're on YouTube as well. And you also get your name in stars. That badge changes for however long you've been a member. And you do get other features and benefits from that as well. But read all about that. If you scan that code, it will tell you all about it. The other thing is, check this out. Now, this is from a collaboration between Jeff Fink and Cosmic Scour Models. Now, you probably saw this on my social media page, but this is the crew of the Enterprise D, as in season 3 of Picard. So they're all aged and they're looking like that. You've got the figurines there. And if I can turn one of these pictures off, you've got the bridge there. Now, Jeff actually gave me a couple of these files to actually do a test print on. Now, really, hang on a second. You always tell me off for this, so I'm going to do this now. I'm going to put some gloves on because I've done a couple of test prints for it. I did have Picard But I did something wrong. I don't know what I've done wrong, but I'll tell you the problem with that in a moment. But I haven't cured these at the moment. But that's the captain's chair, looking like that. It's printed out pretty cool, actually. And then I've got data, which is still on the things. Now, the reason I haven't cured these is because I'm going to be doing a video on Sunday showing my curing machine from Uniformation all working and stuff. So that's data there. Looking good. Now, for some reason, Picard, I don't think I drilled drain holes in it. I think there must have been resin still in the print. And I don't know if resin can seep out through solid resin or cured resin, because I painted it and it looks fine. And then suddenly there's resin pouring out of the thing. I don't know how that happened. So there you go. Don't know. So I could have showed you Picard. I have got Picard as well. But I am probably going to get the full set from Cosmic Scale Models, because I really do like that. I just think it will make a good diorama of having the bridge of the Enterprise D. If anybody else is interested in that, I have got the link just there for Cosmic Scale Models. And that is the same people who just asked me earlier on, Watcher. That's who does the V Sky Fighter there. And I believe Keith has also got in the works to make that modular, so we could turn that into a transporter and stuff like that. So that's all good. I'll leave that up for a couple of seconds. With the printer and stuff, that I said, I'm doing the curing station. That's the site for that as well. I do believe there's an offer going on Sunday. I think, don't quote me, but I think because they've sold an absolutely massive amount over Good Friday, I think that when you buy the GK2, you will get a curing station for free. I think. Don't quote me. We'll find out on Sunday. But that's cool. So that's that. Also, while I'm selling things, this is not me. This is Phil Siegel, Spruverse in chat there. I got myself one of these. Now, it looks like a laser, but it's the most valuable thing I think I've got in my whole workstation at the moment. It's basically a vacuum cleaner, which is really powerful. And then I've got an attachment to put on this side, so it turns into like a blower. So I can blow dust out of things and stuff as well. I think it was about £20, but this is get more use out of anything, mainly to get rid of spiders, to be honest with you, in here than anything else. Phil just happened to show it on his YouTube channel. So I thought that was pretty amazing. So I thought I couldn't help myself. I had to get that. But congratulations to Spruverse. I think you've just hit, is it 5,000 subscribers, Phil? 4,000 subscribers? Don't know. Stand by. I'm just going to put my phone on silent. Was it? I'm sure it's 5,000. It was 5,000. You've reached your milestones. 5,000 subscribers. Congratulations on that. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What else do I have to tell you? So I've showed you that. I've told you that. I've showed you that. I think we're good. I think tonight we're doing really well on that dinosaur, by the way. That's lying over there. The mechanical dinosaur. We're building that on the Patreon channel at the moment. It makes the whole room smell of some sort of, I don't know. Do you remember that episode of Red Dwarf when Rimmer's smelling camphor wood? It kind of smells like that, I'm guessing. Well, that's what I picture camphor wood to be smelling like. So, all fun. Oh, I know the other thing. If you know, since I started this channel, I've been using Glue It from the range. Everyone asks what glue I use. It's a CA glue called Glue It. Okay. Then I upgraded that to this, which is Glue It with a brush. So, I think I've welded the lid shut. Not a problem. I'll figure that out later. I wanted to find something that's just like it, that has got exactly the same properties, but you can get worldwide, because you can't get that in the US if you are in the US. And I found something, believe it or not. I started using this, so I bought another bottle of it. It's actually this Gorilla brush and nozzle super glue. So you've got two options. You can either use it as a normal glue and just squeeze it out, or you can take this off and it's got a brush. So it's got the best of both worlds. It works exactly like that Glue It. It's a bit more expensive than that Glue It. Glue It's about £1.30. I think this is £4.99, but there's about, I don't know, probably 3 times the amount of glue in this than there are on that. So if anyone ever wants to know what glue I'm using from now on, it's this. The reason why I wanted something else that's a bit worldwide is that blimmin' alien build. It's okay putting the magnets in with that Storm Shore, but then getting the skin together, oh, I need something a little bit more oomph. And Gorilla Glue seems to be the way to go with that. So hopefully that's guided you in the glue department. Have I finished now? I have finished now. I'm happy now.
I'm going to sit here, read messages, and just drink rum, because that's what I do. Oh, and the other thing is, I've been having I finished John Pertwee, Doctor Who, just so you know, so I'm on Tom Baker now. But then I've been jumping forward and watching the new Doctor Who with David Tennant, the Meep one, and I watched last week's one where they it was weird, very weird. I thought I was drinking more rum on that day. But I've decided that I was going to have a Game of Thrones rewatch. So 2 weeks ago I started that, and guess what? I finished today. So that is all 8 seasons in 2 weeks. That ain't bad going, is it? If you ever need information of how to grind a TV series, come and speak to me. All cool. Okay, I will try and catch up with chat now. It's heavy rain and cold in Birmingham. It's been like this all day today, Matthew. It's absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne don't want to go out. The dogs aren't going to get a walk tonight. The dogs, being Dutch hounds, are not going to go out, so they refuse to, so I have to kick them out. But yeah, absolutely pain. Keith Rimmer, yes, that is my last name. Have you done anything with a Spaceball model? Not yet, Keith. I'm going to be doing that later on, Keith. So that's I wanted to finish. What was the thing that I was doing at the moment? The I'm just having a look around. I think I'm ready to go. It was the V spaceship, wasn't it? I think I'm ready to start the space. Well, that's a good. Thank you for jogging my memory on that, Keith. I will probably start that now. So that's going to be cool. Hello, Canola Builds. How's it going? Are you okay? James Boy, either way, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne, and all in chat. For the Queen Elizabeth University Hospital, Glasgow, otherwise better known as the Southern General Hospital. We got a Queen Elizabeth Hospital down in Kings Lynn. They seem to pop up everywhere. By the way, today is the first night of Hanukkah, so if anyone's celebrating the Festival of Lights, it's lighting your first candle tonight. So happy Hanukkah to all my friends that are celebrating that. No downspouts. No, there's no downspouts at all. I mean, the guttering, Lou, is about 6 foot wide on each side. 6 foot wide, but it just goes nowhere. And I never realised that before, because we don't really get the sort of rainfall we've had lately. And all that's happening is it's filling up and then going down onto this part of the roof. Then it's going into the gutter and down. But when it's a heavy rain, it just can't handle both flows. So it just drips straight outside my back door. 12 years to figure that out. Absolutely crazy. Hello, Felim. How's it going? Just wondering, have you had any problems with the James Bond car build? My first package came and I got an email saying the instructions were wrong and my second part is delayed. The second part is delayed. That's delayed by about 7 days, I think, Felim. The hinge was in the wrong way on the instructions. You just need to flip the hinge. But don't worry if you're a bit nervous about doing that. When I do pack 2, I deliberately haven't changed mine because we're going to do that together at the start of pack 2. So we'll flip that over. No problems at all. If you follow the because I've already had a play with it, you won't mark anything in the inside. So that should be absolutely fine. Good evening, Paul down in Crowborough. I guarantee, Paul Reynolds, that it's wetter up here than Crowborough. You have your daughter Matilda with me tonight in the caravan. Oh, bless you. I pick up my kiddies tomorrow, and it's the last time I'm going to see them before Christmas. And then, believe it or not, next week's live stream is the last normal live stream before Christmas, because the following Thursday, Christmas quiz time. I'm hoping I haven't made the questions too hard, but they are all multiple choice. You don't have to type anything. All you're going to have to do on the Google form when I post that out is tick box A, B, C, or D. It's going to be like playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So maybe just full of leaves, Wayne. The funny you say that, Pete. The one that it actually falls into when it overflows has actually got a bird's nest in, which I need to clear out. I haven't got a ladder that long, so I need to get someone out here. We do have a window cleaner who we never see with a bucket of water. So we're kind of perturbed about what he's actually cleaning the windows with. We don't know. No idea. But I'm wondering if he might just go up a couple of rungs higher and just clean out that nest for me. Wayne, have you had issue 93 of the Titanic? Nice little surprise inside. I haven't. I mean, at the moment, I'm on pack 14 of the Titanic. That's what I've got left to do. But I believe Agora's quite a way behind the Hachette ones. So I will have a look at that. It's all fine in the US. Oh, Wayne, I wish it was here. But, you know, I was watching some of the American football games last Sunday, and some of the weather that some of the stadiums were having, like fog and stuff. The Dolphins game was full of fog. Absolutely crazy. But the Rams won, so I'm happy. They've got the Ravens this weekend, though. Not looking forward to that. I don't think we're going to be doing that. Oh, you like the shirt? The shirt's from Who Shops. WhoShops.com. That's not Who as in Doctor Who. It's HOOSHOPS.com. So it's the is it the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who? Thought I'd have a Doctor Who evening tonight. You're on the whiskey tonight. I'm still on this rum. I can't. Yeah, you know what? Robert Beveridge bought me that cherry Kraken, black cherry Kraken. I've got a quarter left. I've got a quarter left. I love the stuff. Absolutely nice. Ciao, Mio. What was these called? These V shuttles? They're Skyfighters. V Skyfighter. And then you've got the transporter, which was the longest ship, which they pumped the chemicals out of back into the atmosphere. Hello, Joseph. How's it going? Raymond Clark, thanks for the tip about the floor of the Agora office. Very unusual. I told you, it's great, isn't it? Not seen that before, but a very nice bunch of people and very helpful. I love their offices. You know what? It's the first time, Raymond. I'd never been to Canterbury. I'd never been to Canterbury before. It reminds me of a real lot like York. But yeah, the Agora office has got like a ruin underneath there because they're on the basement. They have got an upstairs and their offices sit on a lovely river as well. But on the floor as you go in to their main office, they've got like a glass area, which is, I don't know, it's quite long. And you look into the glass area and they've got a ruin preserved underneath it of a city wall or a store. I don't know what it is. I'm sure someone from Agora might be able to tell you. But the trouble is, if I start advertising Agora's features and benefits of their offices, they're going to have to just start charging tickets to come and see. So just take my word for it. It's really cool. Yes, we have got a Spider Sprue. We do have a new emote of my head. So the more channel members we get, just so you know, I'll put that link up before, the more you, because I'm still experimenting with this YouTube channel members, you'll probably notice that the dinosaur stream is actually on my YouTube channel, but when you click on it, it says members only if you're not a member. But when you click on that, you get emotes, and the more people that join the channel, the more emotes it lets me create. So someone said I should have my head, so that's what I did. I did one for my head. Where are we? Have you seen the U96 build videos? I have, Peter, but I'm not doing it. To be honest with you, the reason I'm not doing it is not because I haven't got time, because I was calculating the other day that I think I've got room for about 4 more models, believe it or not, with what's finishing. But that U96 is just far too big. Now, the Titanic that I've got in the background there is obviously going to get replaced by this one, I'm guessing, when that one's finished. So I'm going to have 2 Titanics. So one of those is going soon as well, just so you know. I won't be keeping both of them, so you're going to have to watch this space on the channel for that. There's still a lot of things I'm giving away on the Patreon and YouTube channel screen. There is going to be some stuff on the Christmas quiz. One of them is the Sea King that I picked up, the Airfix Sea King. I think there's an Airfix voucher. I'll speak to you, Ian. Did you say about something as well, Ian? We'll talk about that offline, I think. But this is some of the prizes for the Christmas quiz. I like having some prizes for the Christmas quiz. Makes it a bit more competition. Everyone competes with each other. It's like the Hunger Games. You have to get a man cave under the garden. Yeah, I'll have to get Colin Furs here to build me one. But I don't know what I've got under this garden, to be honest with you. All I know is that the problem with new build houses is that they tend to put all their hardcore under the garden and just stick loads of topsoil on it. So if I try and dig down, I don't have to go far before I'm digging into rocks, and it's a pain digging the garden over. So that's why I got someone in originally to rotivate the garden and just get it flat, because I couldn't do it. It was just full of hardcore. But that's a big problem with new build properties. I hate it. Glad to see the stream again. Oh, Chris, I'm always here every Thursday. Every Thursday here, and I'm on the channel members and Patreon channel on Wednesdays. So, all cool. I think bleeding statues are a bad thing. Does Phil ship to the States? Does Phil ship to the States? Chris Hawk. Who's Phil? You're not talking about Sprueverse. Everyone that I've mentioned, so Keith from Cosmic Scale Models, he ships to the US. That vacuum cleaner you see, that's available on Amazon. So that goes to the US. So yes, I'm going to say yes to whatever that was answering. Lose Oblivion got me to order the kit. That Oblivion is amazing, isn't it? I believe, Phil, did you picked one up as well from Keith? Keith's model stand that he had at Telford was a standout. It seemed to be a focus. It was in hall 2, so you had 3 halls. His was in the centre hall, and it seemed to be a focus for loads of people. It was always rammed there. It was hard to get round. There is still a big market for sci-fi models, and I think there's an untapped marketplace in the UK for that sort of thing. but it looks really good. I like the way he lit it. And I said I did comment his video. Lou, you're probably in chat. I'm talking to you like a third person. I don't mean to do that. The googly eyes. Your idea for googly eyes to make lenses for the light was amazing. So Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's bought me a bucket of googly eyes, from like really tiny ones to really big ones. They're all in my drawers over here. So I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I've got googly eyes falling out my ears. I'm probably going to stick googly eyes and everything. Another thing that I've done is I've opened one of my Christmas presents early. So now I've got all 3 shelves here. And can you see I'm starting to fill them up with the Vallejo paints? Yeah, I've been putting orders in for over £100 of Vallejo paints. I'm a completionist. I want to get every single model colour paint just to make that wall look nice. I'm probably never going to lose them. I'm probably never going to use a lot of them. But they will just make the wall look nice. So that's why I've ordered them. So what I've done, stand by, to that end is, look, I printed out a Vallejo colour guide here. So this is every single Vallejo paint, varnish, transparency and all of that. And I've been doing a stock check on everything that I need. And then what I've done here, this is what OCD does to you, okay? So once I've done that, I basically wrote what numbers need to go on what shelf. So they're there. And then my latest order that I did is on the back there. So all the numbers that I need. OCD, it's a terrible affliction, but I want that wall full of Vallejo model colour paints. And then I think I'm going to get a range of Model Air as well, because I can fit all of them on there as well. So I have to see how that goes. Wayne, would you mind please putting up the link where you got your lightsaber? My lightsabers were from Nsabers. So I'll just put it here. Hang on. nsabers.com. Hopefully you got that. Griller CA is awesome. Well, I've never used it, Maker's Cape, but I was trying to find something that was pretty much like what I do use, so people worldwide can actually get it. That's the stuff I'm using now, so absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Chris. Phil doesn't make the vacs. Phil bought that vacuum cleaner from, I don't know where Phil, where did you get it from? I'm sure you'll put it in chat, but I got mine from Amazon. It's from Amazon. It might even be in my Amazon store. I can't remember. What's Nissan Skyline scale about? It's a 1/8 scale, Adam's angling TV. I believe we're probably going to see that in the next week or two. So that should be on the fan home site in the next week or two. Tentative dates, but I think it is December. So, Alan Smith. Hi, Wayne all. I'm doing all right at the moment. Look at this. Your message was 12 minutes ago. Perhaps I'm not doing all right. I went to order the full kit from IXO Collection Subaru. It's only just come out, €990. But notice on checking out, there is an import tax to the UK. I don't, but when I did the Alan Smith, when I did the Amazon, the Volvo Amazon, I paid £129 customs on it. So all of this leaving the EU, it's stung us. Hello, Liam. How the devil are you? Oh, Liam, I'm going to, I think I'm going to be, as Christmas comes, they're doing a lot of Guinness adverts on the TV. I think I'm going to get some Guinness in for Christmas and have a Guinness probably on the Christmas stream and see how we go. Because those Christmas streams, they start off at 7 o'clock we start. It's an hour earlier we start because it's a 2-hour stream. We start off nice, and then by the end of the stream, watch last year's one, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne, because she joins me, was completely red-faced because she was drinking gin all night. I don't know what I was on, but I was whammed as well. Fun old streams they are. Hello Hector. Greetings from Chile. I bet it is cold there at the moment, isn't it? Oh my god. Yes, I took some glue it back to Germany. Don't tell the customs. Did you sneak it in? I think you can take glue though, can't you? You can't take lacquer. They'll let you take glue, which is a bit weird. I'm figuring out what to do about closer on my local news agent. Subscribe page for the Tumblr is still active. #Titanic page isn't, and I have 5 issues of the F40 to get. I don't know, Peter. I don't know. Hachette seem to be the only ones now that are doing retail, as in the news agent stuff. So when the Lancaster comes out, I do believe we're probably going to see that in the shops. I wouldn't be surprised. Don't quote me, but I wouldn't be surprised. I keep hoping Sean Pertwee would show up as his father in Doctor Who. That's an interesting concept. He dressed up as him for Halloween and they could have been twins. Wow. The Enterprise looks way better than the prior version. Well, nothing's different on it, Chris, to be honest with you. I tell you what, I haven't noticed any light leak yet. It might be because I'm taking my time cutting those windows out. I don't know. But I haven't done anything. I'm building it exactly as is. So I haven't put any aluminium tape that I've seen some people using behind them. It's just as is. So we'll have to see when we start putting it together. That's going to be the fun thing. I think it's issue 6, isn't it? That we start putting the plates on. I am going to take my time on that, though, and just trace these wires through so we can get that flat. Bill, you're going to make me jealous. It's actually warm here in Wisconsin. We hit 50 degrees Fahrenheit today. 50 degrees Fahrenheit. That's freezing, isn't it? we don't work in... The only time we work in Fahrenheit here, Bill, is when it's hot. So if it's in the high 90s, we work in Fahrenheit. But when it's cold, we switch to centigrade for some reason. So when it's 0, everything freezes. But I said, if you've got an old bath towel and you know it's going to be freezing, stick it on the window of your car the night before. And then in the morning, you just remove it. You ain't got to de-ice the car. Absolutely great. Robert Stout, how's it going, Robert? This is the first time I've been on the chat for a few months. I'm doing good. I hope everyone else is doing well too. We're still here. We're still plodding on. Things keep changing in the workshop all the time. So I've got my ET spaceship down now. If anyone wants to know what this is what we picked up at the House of Bourbon in Kentucky last year. This was a gift from Mrs. Spruverse, and it's going to stay there until I reach 100,000 subscribers. When I do that, I'm opening that bad boy, because that's going to be a big celebration when that happens. But that's staying there as a reminder to me. That's what we're going to be doing. So you'll notice that somewhere all around here at the moment. Other than that, Vincent's here. I still got the laser engraver there, but while I'm not using it, the Falcon's on top of it. Robbie the robot's up there. Fang Doc, look, your Robocop's there. The alien, he's there. Behind me, I've got nothing, so pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hello, Todd. How's it going on this freezing cold evening? I bet you for you it's actually quite warm still, isn't it? What's it like in Arizona now? I don't know if... Do you have seasons in Arizona? I guess you do, because I've been to Vegas and it's been freezing in January, February time. You found cherry vanilla. You found it. You found some cherry vanilla. I feel I've been hammering it big time. I don't know where it's gone, and I'm like, I don't drink a lot, so perhaps I'm giving it away. I don't know. It's lovely. It's lovely. And it's one of these ones that you don't want to mix with too much mixer. You want to keep that cherry flavour of the rum because it goes down warm. Give us a wave as you flash past Huntington on the A14 tomorrow. I will do, David. I pass there all the time, David. All the time. But I'm getting down there early. I think I'm leaving about 9 or 10 in the morning tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is drop this sewing machine off on the off chance that they might be able to fix it there and then. I don't think they will. I'm hoping it's a stupid issue, but if they can't, I'm going to leave it with them for a couple of weeks, which means if anyone wants to see me, I'll be at the halfway house on the A127 Starbucks as usual, using their now been open for 6 months toilets. It's getting embarrassing now because they actually know my name in there. They know I'm always in there. So that's where I'll be tomorrow. In Starbucks, just chilling out for the day. I've actually got the new Jack Reacher book, The Secret, so I'm going to read the new Jack Reacher book when I'm in there, I think. Look, now Lou's after it. Lou is a bigger lover than rum than me, I tell you. For when he came over to London, we had some nice rums there, didn't we, Lou? Can't be a nice rum. Robert Stow, you recently started buying the Gorilla Super Glue. The good thing about it is the cap's sealed much better than most of the other brands of glue. You see, this is a new one I've just opened here. But I've used it and it works really good. It's got to have the test of time, you know, where you use it for ages and take it in and out to see if I can, just like that old one, can I get the lid off of it? We'll have to see. Cherry Vanilla's Kraken sounds interesting. Chris, it's Moorish. Absolutely Moorish. What, we've had a commercial? We shouldn't have had a commercial. Stand by. I've delayed ads. I set it to put... This is what I'm talking about. I set it for no advertisement. I've set it for manual adverts only. So I can click a button and start an advert. But look, what I've done now, I've had to press this button here, which is delaying adverts by 9 minutes 44. That's ridiculous. I'm hoping they've done it just because it's Christmas or something, but I can't stop it. Sorry about that if anyone's got an advert. It's a pain because when I'm chatting or I'm on a roll and an advert pops up, it annoys me because you don't know what I'm talking about, especially if I've finished and I've gone on to another subject. That a few people had an ad there, and that's crazy. When YouTube are doing that, they're putting ads in what they think are a natural break. So did that happen in the middle of me speaking, or when I went to sip my drink or something? I don't know. Don't know. Terrible. Well, look, you're not going to get an advert for the next 10 minutes. Can someone remind me in 10 minutes' time, and I'll click the button again? Have you finished the 350 Enterprise? I haven't. No, what I've done is I finished the saucer section. I made a bit of a cock up on the windows at the back, which I'm going to have to take out, but the saucer's done. By all intents and purposes, the saucer's done. So I'm now going to be moving on to the pylons and the shuttle bay area and the nacelles. I think it's we had this conversation. Nacelles, whatever the whale is not that. I'm going to start on that next time. Narwhal. I'm going to start on the narwhals. Damn adverts. Well, I've stopped them for 10 minutes, so hopefully that's stopped. Hello, Craig. How's it going? You're not late. We're just all early. A company called Hard to Find Whiskey. Google them. They must have to import it because, remember, Phil, when you came here, I had that Californian one. Todd, didn't you send me that? Someone sent me the Californian Kraken Attacks. Not the drink, just the bottle. So there must be special editions all over the world, I'm guessing. You're 9 miles from Canterbury. Oh, you should check out the Agora offices. I can't keep inviting people to Agora. It's not my place to invite people, but they have got some impressive offices there. And I'm sure when they know someone's coming to visit them, they're starting to put blankets and towels over everything. They're like you remember the old speakeasies, you know? You go in there, but before they've got all models out and everything, and they know someone's coming, and they press a button, and all the models fold away, curtains come up, tables spin around, and you go in there, it just looks like an empty office. That's the Agora Models offices. You're doing well with ad blocker, but it seems like YouTube found a way to detect it. Yeah, I knew that was happening, Ian, but this is probably why it's happening. But at least I've got this 10-minute controller. So every 10 minutes, as long as I press that button, we're going to be good. Victor, how's it going, Victor? I know this is random, but when will ET Build be going live? It goes live at the end of this month, Victor. And I do believe it's either shipping the end of December or the beginning of January. So it's very soon. I've been looking forward to it for the past few months. So I'll be pre-ordering the blue and silver Skyline for the Fast and Furious. Well, the pre-order for the Fast and Furious is going to be in the next couple of weeks, Victor. So keep your eye open for that. Oh, thank you, Jimmy Jones. Welcome to the channel. Jimmy Jones, I'm sorry. I didn't have my little notification on there. So you didn't get the notification. You normally get notifications down here. So if anyone joins that channel membership, it should pop up now. But what you will find is now in your chat, when you refresh the stream, your name's going to be in green. You'll have the badge and you've got access to the emotes and stuff like that. What are your plans for the Winnebago? Will you be painting it to look like the movie? Yes, definitely. I'm going to be weathering it as well. I've already got the new tyres. Not the original tyres that came with it. I've got the tyres that were designed by Jeff Fink. So I will be doing that. I've got all the figures as well. So I've got the sitting in the actual Winnebago, and I've got the figures that go outside as well. So, I'd like mine to look like the great Lou Dalmasos. I saw his at One the Fest last year, and it looked amazing. Phil did it as well, and I'm the only one who does seem to have done it. As a matter of fact, it's getting to that stage where those two have now done the Talos figure, picking up the ship. I haven't done it. They've both got Oblivions. I haven't got that one. We are like the three amigos. We are the three musketeers. So, if two do it, I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? So, but the next thing we're going to be doing is the Stanart's Mechanical Shark, Mechanical Bruce. So when that comes, I believe that's 18 inches. We're going to really go to town on that. It's going to look absolutely brilliant. Hello, Perrin. How's it going? After doing the Panini F40 as a first build, you're a brave man. I said never again, but I'm glad I started the Lafarai by Agora. So much better build. It is. And a lot of things, especially the fiddly things on that build, are already done for you. But saying that, Perrin, I understand the box that I've got here, which is pack 6. It's a little ambiguous about how to put the door switches in. So that's why I want to get that one out next week so I can show how to do that. What's my favourite build right now? I don't know. I'm enjoying the Transformers, I have to say. I really enjoyed the Mercedes the other day, the 300 SL. I don't know. There's so many. Each build's got its own. I can tell you what builds I don't like at the moment. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. You know another build I haven't done for ages, the 97T. I've got 2 packs of it down here, and because I've been building the Poker 72D, the Emerson Fittipaldi. I haven't done the Ayrton Senna one, so I do need to get on that as well. It was 99% of his shop, was it? Oh my God. You made templates for the Oblivion drone. Now, they're the templates that you used. You sent the first batch to Keith. So they're the templates you used in your video, Lou. Oh, that's excellent. So Aztec dummy templates are now available for the Oblivion drone. Excellent. You know what you need to make, Lou? And are you sitting comfortably? Because you know Uncle Wayne's going to be like telling you, you know what I'd really like. Now, if you're not aware, when Lou came over to the workshop, he actually bought me some stencils that he had created for Vincent. It's hard to see in the light there, but Vincent has now got his designation right in there. But you know what really, really would be a good thing is to make things for that. Little transfers for the windows, for the V. Because I've painted them and they look all right. It took forever. But you know what? If you could just paint that in one solid white colour and then just put some vinyl transfers on the black windows, that would look brilliant. And I'm sure that's probably what you're going to do anyway. But yeah, because at the moment it looks good. But if I get that shining in the light, you can see, you can see the brush strokes and stuff. And I'm fussy as hell. So any new mods going to make it on the channel soon? Love to see them. What to do with enhance the builds. I'm restricted to some builds, Chris. About some builds I can't mod. I'm not allowed to mod. So whereas back in the old days I could do that, I can't do that with some now. So that's that. Oh, look, see, Richard Humphreys, I told you. Look, subscribe to the channel. Lou, I think, here we go. You should just buy empty paint bottles and print the colours to make them look like actual paint. That probably costs more than getting the paint. I got a deal at the moment where I'm getting Vallejo bottles for £2.30 each. The colours, £2.30. And if I buy a certain amount, I get money off. So that's why I'm taking the opportunity to just get them all now. But they look pretty. It's aesthetics for me. They look pretty. Hello, Justin. How's it going? You picked your... Yeah, so there we go. So Phil's just said he picked up his vacuum cleaner from Amazon. It's brilliant. I mean, I emptied it before stream, so I knew I was going to show it off. And it was full of spiders, where I've been sucking the spiders up in here. But when I've been doing that wood build, or I've been filing, resin's got loads of resin dust on there, it picks it up perfectly. Normally, I'll just get a wet cloth on it, and it would be on the carpet. But it just keeps your workstation tidy. It's brilliant. Mark Lewis, you did not see that model event at Telford advertised. I'd love to go to the next one. It's always on in November, Mark, and it's normally the second week of November. So and it's on a Saturday and Sunday. You're not going to miss it. If you're in Telford any of those weekends, we could hardly get parked. We had to walk like a marathon to get there from where we parked. But you will know about it, definitely. Guinness is good for you. So that's what my parents always used to say, Liam. But when I was 10. I've heard it turns things black as well. I'm not going to go, it's vulgar. I can't go into what turns black, but I heard it turns black if you drink enough of it. I do actually like Guinness. I've had Guinness before. All fun. You used to drink Guinness and Caffeys. I mean, normally I drink bitters anyway, but so I'm on me. What's my chose me Boddingtons? I used to like me Boddingtons, but as for a nice, a nice Guinness, you can't beat a nice thick Guinness. Oh, sorry for swearing. I didn't even know you swore, David. Did it filter it out or something? I don't get to see it if YouTube's automatically filtered it out. Todd's saying it's 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees C. So that's summer for us then, Todd. 25 is a really nice summer day for us. You should come to the UK, Todd. I'm telling you, it's freezing. Absolutely freezing. I don't know how you'd cope. Richard, you've been watching my videos on your videos, just not been on chat. I think watching your videos has saved me a bunch of money by not buying the kits and doing them for myself. You're living through me, Robert. Well, I mean, after the stream that I did on Wednesday with that dinosaur, I've been using this a lot to bang things in. You've probably seen me using it all the time, but there was a lot of things to push in, and the patrons and the YouTube channel members will attest to me. My fingers were red yesterday. They were painful to actually put them in because I was just holding wood and pushing wood in and taking it out. They're not too bad today, but I am getting calluses on the end of my fingers. So that's interesting. You just saw that my favourite local tool shop sells Gorilla CA glue. There you go, bro. You see, it's worldwide. I've got the worldwide option now. I just hope I don't buy more power tools I can't afford. Perhaps I should get in touch with Gorilla Glue and just tell them that I'll happily promote them on the channel. I need some more plasters, by the way. I was showing again this to the channel members yesterday. This is all I've got left now. This is how many accidents do I have? All my Star Wars ones have gone. I've got 3 plasters left. Now, these plasters are bacon. They're bacon plasters. So that's what I use. I've only got 3 left. So I'm going to need some more plasters soon. To just in case when I have some accidents. If anyone watched that Mercedes 300 SL build, towards the end, in the last 5 minutes, you will see that I actually slipped with the screwdriver and it went in my finger. But it didn't draw blood. So I didn't have to put the medic thing in. But it's all fine. Going from Fahrenheit, what was that? Going from Fahrenheit, where did that go? Come back. Going from Fahrenheit to Celsius, withdraw 30. I can't do maths. Maths at this time of night when I'm drinking rum? Come on. Hi, Datol. Edward Bellamy, you started drinking Tia Maria and Bailey's mini Guinness. Wow. Interesting. I mean, I mentioned it before. My Christmas drinks, I do love the having the rum. I do like having a bit of the bourbon. But for Christmas, Glavers and Dramburies. Glaver, Drambury, any of those sort of drinks. Oh, lovely. Doesn't the glue make the clear plastic cloudy? I'm guessing it would. All glue, if you've got clear plastic, it's going to make it cloudy. It's just that some do it to a bigger extent than others. What you'll find is this glue, I didn't think did. And believe it or not, it goes on completely clear and it will dry clear. But give it a couple of days and it clouds. So it will eventually cloud. I think that's just the nature of a CA glue. You tried to use Gorilla Glue, but Godzilla came along and stopped my models. I've heard this... everyone's raving. I don't know if anyone follows Ken Spriggs or Oggy Gonzalez, Interstellar Modeler. They've watched this film called Godzilla -1. I've never heard of it, but they said it's really good. Has anyone ever heard of that? Because I'd like to see it, but I don't even think it's out in this country at the moment. You can't control the ad. YouTube's done it automatically. Well, I've got 4 seconds. Look, check this out. Look, hang on. 4 seconds. So, can I, if I resume ads and then stop it, 10 minutes again, see? So it shouldn't run ads for 10 minutes unless it ran an ad in that when I just click that button. I don't know. Marks and Sparks advertising. Oh my god, we are high class in here, aren't we? You've been in hospital with stomach ulcers. That's not good. God, that's nasty. Hopefully they can sort that out for you, Peter. I'm scrolling down. Liam's going to become my alcoholic connoisseur. You need to try muff liquor made near me. Liam, you're slowly considering me for a trip to Ireland. I've never been to Ireland, you know. I've never been to Northern Ireland or the island of Ireland. Something that I really need to do. Now, when we're up in Scotland, we go to Dumfries, and I believe that road will take us all the way to Stranraer, and we can get over to Ireland from there. But it's a place that Mrs. Welderwain wants to go. We've never seen the Giant's Causeway, but on the other side of the Giant's Causeway is Fingal's Cave down in the Isle of Stafford. I've been there. So it would be nice to have a trip there, I think. And I know Mrs. Welderwain is frantically nodding at the screen. Although, I don't know, I haven't seen her on tonight. She's doing some sewing tonight, so don't know if she's there. In the middle of me speaking, that's crazy. Hello, Will's Workshop. You're quickly popping on. It's Rachel's birthday tomorrow. Oh, Rachel, happy birthday. There's your happy birthday for tomorrow. 21 tomorrow. I hope Will's going to take you out and spoil you rotten. But have a great time. It's 65 degrees. So that's the place to go, Wayne. I mentioned that just before the stream started. Someone says you need to get a sailboat and just follow somewhere around the world, or just go to Florida. But then if I lived in Florida, Wayne, I'll be either on an airboat in the Everglades all the time, or I'll be in Disney all the time. I'd happily live in Disney. Although there is a proviso with that, because every time I go to Disney World, I've been to Disney World in Florida 4 times now. Every time I go there, after like 2 weeks, I can suitably say I'm Disneyed out. I'm normally Disneyed out after the first week, but it is nice to do other things like the airboats or visiting the Space Center or just doing something. I think since my last visit to Florida was 2007, I've preferred to see the the real America, if you like. I do like to see landmarks. I love to see, I loved Washington and seeing the White House and the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial. But I also liked when we went to Williamsburg, Colonial Williamsburg, and just seeing the real rural America. It's great. Going to visit Lou in North Carolina. That was brilliant. Going to LA, downtown LA was brilliant. Absolutely. That's my America. That's what I want to do. And I'm telling you, one day I'm going to get a Winnebago and just drive around America. Although I've never drove anything bigger than like a van. So having a great big RV, that could be interesting. Do you still, as a foreigner, as a UK foreigner, do I need a special license to drive an RV? I'm guessing I would, wouldn't I? If I was visiting America and I wanted to hire an RV, I'm going to need some sort of license over here, which allows me to drive a vehicle like that, aren't I? Never looked into that. That's interesting. That gave me food for thought. You're almost out of Kraken. Time to get a new jug. Well, I said I don't think Mrs. World of Wayne's on here. So, but if I have another one, Wayne, you will notice what will happen. Just trust me. Tune into the Christmas stream on the 21st. It's going to get crazy because it starts off all like, you know, sensible. And by the end of it, oh, God. You had a 25-minute Uber ride. See, now, Jim's in South America at the moment. You got to love Brazil. A 25-minute Uber ride only costs £2. Wow. That's crazy. Do Hachette give you small Batman figures for the Batmobile? I haven't seen them, no. Adam's Angling TV. The musket is. Oh, bless. Wayne, what was your little Hoover make? I don't know. It was a generic make. Let's have a look. Can I find anything on it? It's so generic that they didn't even want to put their thing on it, so no. I can't tell you. There's no branding on it. If I stick a World of Wayne stencil on here, it's World of Wayne brand. But it's really handy. Really handy. And it doubles up as a ray gun. You know, pew, pew, pew. Lee. Hello, Lee. How's it going? Oh, the rum is kicking in. You sub to the channel. I'm building the 1.8 Nissan Skyline R34 GTR in midnight purple. Wow. That's going to be cool. That Nissan Skyline's had so much interest. And it sort of crept up because I had no idea that was being released. But it sort of crept up. Just so you know, while we're talking about no idea things are being released, last week's stream I actually took down. The reason I took it down was because I showed the advert for the Batmobile, the 1966 Batmobile, which I believe is coming in January, February time next year. But it linked to a site that Fanhome wasn't aware was live. It actually got published by mistake. Now, by doing that link, some people managed to sign up. Just so you know, that site's now down. But anyone who did manage to sign up, Fanhome are honouring that. So, but you're going to have to wait for it because it's not coming till like February time. So, but the pre-orders will start in January, just so you know. That's the reason that last week's stream's not on there. Rather than just trim the whole thing out, I thought, just to save time, I would just get rid of the whole stream. And, but they wasn't aware of it. And the only reason I was aware of it, because I don't know who it was, but someone Facebook messaged me to say, have you seen this? And it was the pre-order page. So, but if you typed in Google, like Batmobile Fanhome, it came up. So that's where they realised the error was. But they are going to honour it if you did manage to subscribe. You probably get along good with you all in person too. Rum is also my drink of choice. Oh, love rum. I've got those planned for when I build my I thought you would have. That it's a must do, Lou, because you know what? I didn't mask it. I didn't, because it's just such a pain to mask the little tiny window frames. So I got a small brush. I got my magnifying glasses and I was just doing like you'd paint a wall. I was cutting in around the outside and then painting the middle. That's how I was doing them all. And like from a distance, it looks brilliant. But if you go really close, it's, you know, I'm talking magnifying close. I'm not happy with it. So, but yeah, if you could just paint the whole thing white and then stick those transfers on, so much easier. And it'll look a lot better as well, I think. Went on a cruise that stopped in the Dominican Republic. That's one of the only countries, Robert, that I've been to that Mrs. World of Wayne hasn't. Mrs. World of Wayne's been to like every country in the world. I liked it in the Dominican. I went to Susa or Playa de Rada, something like that. I did my scuba diving exam in Susa Beach though. Susa, yeah, Susa Beach. Sousa. S-O-U-Z-A, whatever that is. You get season 2 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds Blu-ray tomorrow. Ooh, I didn't know that was out. The Apollo Lunar rover would make a good 1.8 model. It certainly would. So would the lander. The Mako Rick's rum they make there is really good tasting and inexpensive. It's one of these things, though, Robert, that if I ended up going into a distillery, because I've done that before as well, things can be dangerous. I'm sure I've told you this story before. I was doing the West Highland Way. If you don't know what that is, it's a 100-mile walk from Glasgow Mulgai, or it's spelt Milngavie, but it's pronounced Mulgai. So I was going from Mulgai, walking to Fort William, just over 100 miles. Just coming out of Mulgai, you've got the Glengoyne Distillery, whiskey distillery, and they had a tour on, didn't they? Now, we spent about 3 hours in there. I don't remember the rest of the day's walk from that. And we walked about 26 miles. Oh, it was fun. Where can I find all the videos for the 350 Enterprise? They're all on YouTube somewhere. I think there's a playlist, actually, Robert. I'll have to check. Yeah, Phil's already got an order in. Oh, bless. You know what? You're going to have to put a diary, one of these open public diaries, Lou, about things you're working on for vinyls, transfers and masks, where people can put requests in and you'll have a calendar when they'll be done by. But they are cool. But I mean, we've had this conversation before. And when, if you heard the podcast we did, Lou Dalmaso joined us on the last podcast. It's like, did Lou just look at a model and think, right, I'm going to need to make masks for that? Or does he put the model together and say, I'm going to make masks for that? We asked all of these questions while he was doing that. And it's an amazing skill to have, because when we did the time machine, Phil will attest to this, and we did the transfers that go around the backlights, I thought they were actually masks, and I put them on and they just fit perfectly. And I thought, you know what, it'd be great if I could just leave these on rather than paint them. And I'm like, oh, hang on, they are transfers, they're not masks, so I could leave them on. You thought of everything. It was brilliant. You got a good deal for 16 bottles of Vallejo game colour paint, £24 on Amazon. The problem with those deals, though, Dale, is that I tend to have all those colours already. It's the obscure ones that I haven't got. I mean, if you look at my list that I got here, I've been ordering dark sea blue, dark Prussian blue, just some really weird colours. What I actually did to pick which colours I want next, 'cause I have got a selection of each sort of colour there, is I'm picking what shelf looks the emptiest. And then just ordering, I can get 19 on a shelf. So just ordering 19 of whatever numbers hold on that shelf. Yeah, adverts again. Stand by. I've been rabbiting again. Right, I've delayed adverts for 10 minutes again. See, that's the problem with being behind on chat. If I'm behind on chat, I can't press the button. I need to set an alarm, don't I? A 10-minute alarm. Every do the alarm. So if we set it for 9 minutes 45, every time the alarm goes off, I'll click the button. There we go. That's the deal I will make with you. Advert just on for True Crime Channel. Wow, that's interesting. It's interesting that everyone gets different adverts. Oh, wow, medic. Medic. What is that? I'm just looking what that... Oh, I forgot what that emoji looks like. I can tell you, but I don't have high enough security clearance. Talking about needing a plaster, you do know that one of the original uses of CAS was to glue wounds together. I've seen it done as well on these military programs. I thought it was a joke to start off with, but no, they do, don't they? Godzilla -1 is a good film. You see, you've made me want to watch it now, Wayne. So where did you see that? I haven't seen it in the cinema. I'll have to keep my eye open for it. It's a remake of the original film, and it's glorious. See, everyone's liking this film that I haven't seen. I will try and find it. Both you guys would be welcome. Thank you, Liam. Take care, though. See you later, mate. Yeah, these crazy shirts. Who shops? Let me put it in chat there. That's where I got them from. Who shops? I've got this one, and I've got, when you see me doing the Millennium Falcon builds, all my Star Wars ones are that as well. If you see me doing RoboCop and all that, the company that make them don't exist anymore, but this company's a lot like it. So I prefer the collars on these, though. These are a lot more comfortable collars. If anyone's going to be going to Wonderfest next year, chances are I'm going to be wearing these. So if you want to be seen with me, you know, if I'm going to embarrass you by wearing these, I'll probably wear one t-shirt just in case I'm going out somewhere and these aren't suitable. But I love these. I blend in really well at Wonderfest, I think, wearing one of these. The V vehicle is from Northern Monkey 1. The V vehicle is from Cosmic Scale Models. Look, I'll put a code there that you can scan, and that'll take you there, and you'll be able to see that over there. Okay? Cool. A lot of Game of Thrones was filmed there, really. I know a lot of it was filmed in Croatia as well, wasn't it? Come to Texas. You'll take me to the Alamo. I've been to Texas twice. I've been to Houston. Well, I've only passed through Texas. I've only passed through Texas, Dallas, and Houston. It's a big old place, isn't it? Dallas Airport. Wow, that was ginormous. You think it's a Class C license? I've got a C. I think I've got C1. Oh, I don't know what I need. I'm going to check my license. I need to check. Game of Thrones was filmed in both Ireland and Iceland. Wow. It's called a CDO. It depends on the length of the vehicle. Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough. I need to look at that. Drambuie Nectar of the Gods. There we go. That Wayne knows. Wayne likes a bit of Drambuie. Oh, Drambuie is lovely. It goes down so smooth, doesn't it? And then it's got that lovely warm. Oh. Oh. Rachel's evening. No problems at all. Oh, there we go. See, it's always also filmed in Croatia. Well, the Christmas Radio Times comes out next week, I believe, Adrian, so we will find out. We've got 4 minutes to go and I'm 10 minutes behind on chat, so I am going to try and whiz through if I can. You would have made it past one distillery. I don't think any of the others passed it, Chris, but yeah, Glengoyne Distillery, that'll still live on because you can still buy Glengoyne whiskey. It's not a popular one down south, but in Scotland, I see. I make a note now every time I'm in a Scottish bar to look at their big rack of whiskies on the top and see if the Glengoyne one's there. When I was a kid, The Wizard of Oz used to come on TV every Christmas time. Yep, me too. That and Willy Wonka and actually the new Wonka film comes out next week. That's going to be interesting. There you go. Look, Wayne, no special license for RVs needed. I always use my US license and AAA license when traveling. Lou's had an hotel ad. There shouldn't have been an ad in the last 5 minutes because I've pressed that button. Unless that button's just a complete waste of time. That you worry me now. I'm pressing this button and it might not actually do anything. Hopefully, look, there's 5 minutes left, which is to do it. You shouldn't get any adverts until the end of the stream now. Ah, what a pain. Last 5 minutes, favourite pizza. You love the Trek Captain shirt. Where did that come from? That was actually a cosplay shop in Leicester, Chris. I think I got it online. But it is, you only see this half of me. You don't see my enormous belly that I've got under here. I'm not about to show it off on stream. So my Captain shirt is very tight down here. Looks good up here. Very tight down here. Oh, look, there's pizzas all over the screen now. You think Fan Home won't go bust? Strong company and bringing out good models. Well, don't forget that D'Agostini is one of the biggest publishing companies in the world. So, they've got all of these massive licenses for Marvel and Star Wars and Disney. And I'm sure that they're going to have a great year next year. The scientists investigating using laser as glue when it comes to sew wounds. That's interesting. They discovered that laser in certain frequency acts as a glue. Oh, that's interesting. Dallas is where I'm at. Let me know when you're here again. I'll take you for a pint. You know what, Chris? It's like we only had like about a 25-minute turnaround. But going to Wonderfest, Dallas is an option next year with a 4.5-hour layover. Or Detroit. Detroit is one of the options as well. So I'm thinking about Detroit. Flying into Detroit. And Boston. Lou and Phil, what was Boston like? That was an option as well. But before I order any flights, because I'll be doing that just after Christmas, I'm probably going to give you a bell, Phil, and just ask for your advice on airports. They offered me Chicago again, but this time with a 4-hour layover. I think that might be better, because I only had 1.5 hours last time, but a 4-hour layover might be a little bit better. The button tells YouTube your live stream is well, I got 3 minutes 28 apparently. So Wayne's bell pushes the door open 30 seconds before Wayne arrives. Oh bless. Wayne, maybe you need to add an extension to display your models and partwork builds like Lou Aztec did for his models. Yeah, I'd need to. Well, I mean, theoretically, what I'm working in at the moment here, James, is an extension. The workshop wasn't part of the house, and if I keep building workshops and rooms, I won't have a garden, and I love my summer garden. Avoid Boston for the love of God. Okay, yeah, I won't go Boston then. Yeah, I had Detroit as an option, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Atlanta. Atlanta was an option as well. And Charlotte. Charlotte's the other. The problem with Charlotte is that the plane won't land till like 9:30 on the Thursday. I wanted to get in around about the same time I did this year, So around about 5:30, and for that, I need to fly to Detroit. So I don't know what Detroit's like. We'll have to see. But O'Hara's a fine airport, but there's no way you can do a turnaround in an hour and a half at Chicago. You need 3 to 4 hours because it's a ginormous airport, and I can't believe we made our flight. It was crazy. But there you go. It's been a fun stream tonight. So what's going to happen is tomorrow we've got the next issue 5 of the Enterprise build, and then probably on Sunday I'm going to be doing the curing station, and I'll show off some more of these figures that you can get from Cosmic Scale Models, which are some of the stuff was designed by Jeff Fink as well. So you have to check that out next week. So we've got a Gore Models week and the brand new Poca Lamborghini Aventador. But other than that, have a good night, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Get yourself a rum, because I'm about to finish this now, and I will do my Naked Gun ending. Take care.